Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the virtual class. Class 8th. We are going to start new chapter of history today of your annual syllabus. Chapter number 13, the nationalist movement, Gandhian era. Students, in this chapter, we are going to cover the following topics: the emergence of Gandhi, techniques of Gandhi which he has used for the freedom of India, Gandhian movements, and independence of India in the last. So, I'm continuing from the book, page number 109. The emergence of Gandhi. You all are aware about the starting of the chapter that Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2 October 1869 at Porbandar in Gujarat. He completed his early education in India and went to England to study law. When he returned to India, he started practicing law, and in 1893 he went to South Africa on one-year contract. In South Africa, he witnessed the racial discrimination. You understand what is the meaning of racial discrimination? That means the difference between the color of the person. If someone is discriminated on the basis of the color, if somebody is white, he is privileged to have some things, and somebody is wheatish in the complexion or dark, he is not entitled for the particular thing. So, the discrimination by the white government, though he went to South Africa only for a year, but he stayed there till 1914, fighting against racial discrimination. It was in South Africa that Mahatma Gandhi first developed the keystone of Satyagraha, a form of non-violence protest. In 1915, after a year, Mahatma Gandhi came back to India and was able to involve the masses in the national movement. Obviously, a single person cannot transform the things. So for that, masses is include. Masses means बहुत सारे लोग आपसे connect होने चाहिए जो आपका thinking की technique है उसको समझें और आपका साथ दें. Then only things can be changed. So he realized that it is only with the participation of the masses and the sense of unity among the people that the dream of achieving the independence could become a reality. The first technique of Gandhiji includes the Satyagraha. What was that? Satyagraha, as the name is suggesting, means the force of the truth. That is the main component of Gandhiji's technique. A person who walks on the path of Satyagraha remains peaceful and does not accept anything wrong. गांधी जी का ये मानना था कि अगर कोई सत्याग्रह के रास्ते पे चलेगा और हमेशा सच बोलेगा तो हमेशा पीसफुल कंडीशन में रहेगा और कुछ भी गलत नहीं हो सकता. He or she hates evil but not the evil doer. हम किसी भी गलत चीज़ को बुराई को एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं बट एट द सेम टाइम वी कांट इग्नोर एंड हेट द इविल डूअर. ही और शी वुड accept sufferings himself for the sake of truth. To motivate Satyagrahi was to arouse the consciousness of the person who has committed a wrong. Next technique of Gandhiji was of non-violence. He was not at all in favor of war and using weapons to fight for a thing. He always a propagator of non-violence. So he followed the strategy of non-violence, a practice that rejects the use of violence under every condition. Some people consider non-violence the weapon of coward. कुछ लोगों को ये लगता था कि गांधी जी is thinking wrong. We are not coward. Coward means हम डरपोक नहीं हैं. We can fight for our independence. पर गांधी जी हमेशा non-violence को ही support करते थे. So, on the contrary, considered it to be the weapon of the strong. The next topic, I'm going to continue from the book, page number 110, Faith in the Masses. The power of the masses was never understated by Mahatma Gandhi. उन्हें हमेशा लगता था कि अगर masses हमारी टेक्निक्स और थिंकिंग से कनेक्ट हो जाएंगी तो एक बहुत बड़ा रेवोल्यूशन आएगा और इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिलेगा. So he traveled all across the nation to connect himself with the people to the nation to understand the problems they were facing. Only when he was convinced about their ability to undertake non-violence and satyagraha, he decided to launch mass movements in India. The first one of them was Swadeshi. It denotes that Gandhiji wanted to make every village a self-supporting unit. वो चाहते थे कि हर villages में cottage industries हो जिसमें लोग self-reliant and independent बने, and they should not depend upon the goods produced by the Britishers. So he knew this could be done with the help of Swadeshi movement only. So he believed that the growing poverty could be removed by the improvement of the cottage industries. He used his spinning wheel as a symbol of the regeneration of the villages of India. As you all also aware, जैसे हमारे national flag में बीच में पहले spinning wheel लगा करता था जिसमें गांधी जी जो चरखा चलाते थे उसका रिफ्लेक्शन होता था. वो उसी को डिनोट करता था कि वो कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री को और सेल्फ इंडिपेंडेंट होने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट करते थे. The next technique was of the social reform. What was that? It was that गांधी जी believed that India not only need freedom, उन्हें लगता था इंडिया को सिर्फ आज़ादी नहीं चाहिए पर एक सोशल रिफॉर्म चाहिए जिसमें कि चेंजेस आएँ, जिससे लोगों का माइंडसेट चेंज हो और वो सोशली सोचने लगें कि वो कहाँ स्टैंड करते हैं. सो ही कैंपेन्ड फॉर मैनी इवल सोशल प्रैक्टिसेस such as discrimination against the women and practice of untouchability. Students, we have also discussed this earlier also that जो गांधी जी थे उन्होंने अनटचेबिलिटी को एबॉलिश करने के लिए एवरी पॉसिबल स्टेप किया एंड दैट वाज इम्पॉर्टेंट ऑल्सो बिकॉज वी आर नो वन टू डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन द ह्यूमन्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर कास्ट एंड रिलीजन. ऑलराइट, continuing from the book, page number 111, The Hindu-Muslim Unity. At the same time, Gandhiji wanted that Hindu and Muslim should unite. They don't want that the fight should happen on the basis of the religion. So, in order to achieve the independence, Gandhiji appealed for Hindu-Muslim unity. By the following these unique and powerful techniques, Mahatma Gandhi became an important political figure by 1919. बहुत famous हो गए गांधी जी क्योंकि उनकी techniques different थी. He gradually turned his protest from individual movement into masses, and with the help of this, he shook the foundation of British Empire. And soonly British Empire felt that जो हमारा basis है, हमारी roots हैं, वो हिलनी start हो गई हैं और जल्दी हमें इंडिया को छोड़ के जाना पड़ेगा. Alright, then what are the Gandhi Ji's initial success in India? Initially क्या हुआ था? First achievement of Mahatma Gandhi Satyagraha was in 1917 at Champaran, where he fought for the indigo planters who had suffered at the hands of the British. What is indigo plantation? That means नील के पौधे. आपने देखा है जिन क्लोथ्स पे नील लगाया जाता है, ब्लू कलर होता है, उसकी प्लांटेशन के लिए इंडियन फार्मर्स को फोर्स किया जाता था. और उसका सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक ये था कि तब इंडिगो प्लांटेशन होती है तो उसके बाद जो लैंड होता है दैट इज़ यूजलेस, आप उस पर कुछ भी ग्रो नहीं कर सकते हो. और जो इंडियंस होते थे उनको स्किन डिजीज़ हो जाती थी, उनके हैंड्स ब्लू हो जाते थे और उनको जब वो सेल करते थे उनको कोई खास प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग नहीं मिलता था. पर ब्रिटिशर्स यूज टू अर्न अ ह्यूज अमाउंट एट दैट टाइम, तो वो ज़बरदस्ती कराते थे. तो उससे जो अचीवमेंट मिला वो ये मिला इस मूवमेंट से कि फार्मर्स को फोर्सफुली इंडिगो प्लांटेशन नहीं करनी पड़ी. On the another, initial success was the settlement of the dispute between the workers and the mill owners of Ahmedabad. And in Gujarat, he also supported the cause of peasants of Kheda in their struggle against the collection of land revenue when their crops are failed. अब if the farmers is not able to crop up the land because of the natural famine, it can be might be the less rainfall, more rainfall or flood. So they were not able to produce anything. So how can they pay the taxes? तो गांधी जी के मूवमेंट से ये फ़र्क पड़ा था कि उनको फोर्सफुली नहीं पे करना पड़ा. He also opposed the Rowlatt Act and fixed 30th March as a day of heartfelt fasting, prayer, penance, meetings and processions all over the country. So the next topic is a very different one in the history of India. In the history, the story of the Indian independence, that is the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. On 10th April 1919, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu was arrested for protesting against the Rowlatt Act. इन्होंने protest किया. They don't want to obey the Rowlatt Act. So, this led to widespread agitation in Punjab. इससे पंजाब के लोगों में बहुत गुस्सा भर गया और 13 अप्रैल 1919 को एक पब्लिक मीटिंग बुलाई गई जलियांवाला बाग पर अमृतसर में to demonstrate the arrest. And in order to disperse the gathering, ब्रिटिशर्स को वो गैदरिंग हटानी थी. What they did, General Dyer reached there with the troop and ordered firing, sealing only one exit door. जो एक इकलौता एग्जिट डोर था बाहर निकलने के लिए उसको सील करा दिया गया और hundreds of people were killed and thousands were wounded in the firing. This incident led to a wave of horror and indignation throughout the country. पूरी कंट्री में रेड अलर्ट हो गया और लोग बहुत बुरी तरीके से डर गए कि कितना फोर्सफुल वायलेंस मीन्स है जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने अपनाया था. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ने एजिटेशन में गुस्से में अपना टाइटल लौटा दिया था. आफ्टर दिस एंड गांधी जी रिटर्न द केसरे हिंद मेडल गिवन टू हिम फॉर हिज वर्क ड्यूरिंग द बोअर वॉर. The next is the non-cooperation movement, programs of the movement. On 31st August 1920, Gandhiji launched the non-cooperation movement. This movement aimed at attaining Swaraj In 1 year, the program of the non-cooperation movement included boycott of means किस किस चीज़ों के लिए हमने मना किया. What was boycotted at that time? The foreign goods, government schools and colleges, government and semi-government institution, all titles and honorary office, election to be held for the councils. And the program also aimed at some of the positive constructive features that includes promotion of Swadeshi, particularly hand spinning and weaving, removal of untouchability among the Hindus, and promotion of Hindu-Muslim unity. Positive and negative both are mentioned here. What was the result of non-cooperation movement? As a result of non-cooperation movement, खादी became very popular. तब spinning mills, cottage industries खुल गई थी, तो obviously खादी जो था वो बहुत popular हो गया. And all members of the Congress committee compulsorily started wearing खादी. Compulsory हो गया था खादी पहनना. चरखा became the symbol of the freedom. Shops which sold liquor and foreign clothes were shunned. बंद करा दी गई थी वो shops. People burned foreign clothes all over the country. जितना भी imported goods था वो सब जलाया लोगों ने. People were advised not to serve a government and degraded Indian socially, politically, economically. People also boycotted the visit of Prince of Wales and observed a complete hurtle in Bombay. किसी को भी विजिट करने की परमिशन नहीं मिली. And on 17 November 1921, the day he was to arrive in Bombay, the government forbade all public meetings, and by December 1921, many top-ranking leaders like C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Lajpat Rai and Maulana Azad were put behind bars. और इसी एजिटेशन के चलते नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट को सपोर्ट करने वाले C.R. दास, मोतीलाल नेहरू, लाजपत राय और मौलाना आज़ाद को जेल में डाल दिया गया. Alright, so you can go through the chapter till this point. We are going to continue from Chauri Chaura incident in our next class. If there is any doubt, we'll discuss in the Zoom. Till then, happy learning.